Hello guys, and welcome to Monday night's video, which is on Tuesday because I fell asleep early last night and I couldn't do the footage for you, and something else happened yesterday as well, but I'll explain that later. I'll tell you later, just bear with me on that. So today's video, we're going to start off with a package that I got from Friday. So this is my personal likes. I believe it's from Comics and Cocktails, who do great figures and magazines. Oh, you don't see that. We're going to use my trusty knife from Asda. Thank you, Asda. To open this bad boy up, which I'm doing for you because you all enjoy my content. Right, I think you do. Thank you for the lovely comments last week. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you to all the old subscribers for coming back. Thank you to the people who just like to check out some retro gaming pickups and join me on, well, my personal journey of going around picking up games for my collection and telling you stories about them and all sorts, you know. So anyway, what's in this box? Well, basically, a few months ago, I ordered something off Comics and Cocktails. The last couple of years, Transformers have been doing figures from the 1984 or 1985 movie, but they've actually labelled these figures as 1986 movie toys when it's from the 85 movie, but it's fine. So I started ordering the new Constructicons. So the first one is Scrapper, who turns into an excavator. Looks good, doesn't it? Bit different from the old days where it was just a couple of clicks and you transformed them. And the second one is Bone Crusher, who turns into a bulldozer. Now, these are part of a team of 6 that turn into one giant figure, I guess so, called Devastator, which is supposed to be one of the biggest, baddest guys of the Transformers. That's my dogs, because I've shut them out so that they don't disturb the video. I've also covered the parrot, but he's still making noises. And basically, I wanted to collect these. Now this is 2 of the 6. Like I said, the next set is a 2-pack. I think it's Long Hole and Scavenger, maybe. I can't remember the 2, but the 2-pack. They're absolutely fantastic figures. I'm not going to open the camera. Just thought I'd do an unboxing and show you something different to start with. So anyway, let's start off with Father's Day, shall we? Now, a massive thank you to my 2 sons and my daughter. My youngest son got me a couple of bottles of cider, which are very nice. I've had one of them, and there's one in the fridge. I haven't fetched it in because I'm not going to promote alcohol on the channel, but it was very nice. And we'll do my daughter now. My daughter, she brought me a bar of plain chocolate, a bar of fruit and nut Toblerone, a bag of wine gums, and a bag of midget gems. Good to say I'm diabetic, isn't it? But she also brought me something else. She brought me this, my number 1 dad. Now, my dog's destroyed toys, so I've got to put him somewhere safe. I'm not really a teddy collector, but it's a very thoughtful gift. He is quite cute, isn't he? So he'll have to go somewhere in the gaming room. And then let's get to my oldest son. You know, he's been teasing me for weeks. He knows I collect the red PS2 Essential games. And he also brought me something from my visit to Instant Cash, which we'll go into the story of that later, because I know that's what you come back for. And so basically, he brought me these for Father's Day. From Instant Cash, he brought me Ratchet and Clank on the PS4. Very good of him. I told him not to. I said, because I knew he brought me a couple of games. I said, you spent too much on me, because I don't expect much. But he said he wanted to, so he brought me Ratchet and Clank. And then for my PS2, PS3 collection, Essentials, 2 PS3 Essential games, he brought me Little Big Planet, complete with manual, instructions, nice condition. And he brought me Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Now I know there's quite a few of these on the Essentials, and this will start the Assassin's Creed Essentials. And I'll swap them out for the originals because, as I said last week, I'm dwindling down my PS3 games. I'm keeping the ones that mean something to me. I'm keeping my Essentials. Which actually reminds me, stay there. Now I can't remember if I did show you or not, but basically I brought these DVD stands at the car boot the other week for my Essential games. I did say on the last video I would show you. I've got another stand in there. It's only got 2 games on, so I just thought I'd show you this. Now my question to you guys is that I've noticed that Xbox One games and PS3 games, the cases are slightly smaller. Although they still look good on display, is there actually any like stands made specifically for those type of games? I mean, I know it's a DVD stand, but I'd like something that would fit lovely, you know. So anyway, thank you to my kids for my Father's Day presents. That was very nice of you. And I'll put this back and then we'll get onto the car boots. I put you on a video with some sound effects today because I found one. I can't remember who done this one, but it's from YouTube. And thank you to the person who did it. Just to put a little bit of something in the background, you know. Now, amazingly, I managed to put them back without knocking anything over. I haven't put the Father's Day presents on there yet. But anyway, let's go to Saturday's car boot. We'll do the car boot first. We'll do the majority of the car boot first because there's. Let me just check. Oh, actually, no. We'll do all the car boot first, and then we'll get to my teas from the other night. So, Saturday's car boot. What did I pick up? Well, first of all, I saw a seller selling this Bio Mario Stadium. Now, it is game related. Obviously, Mario and Luigi. It's sort of like a pinball battle thing where you knock over Donkey Kong to be the winner. Now, he had it up for £2. I thought it looked a bit battered, and I think he was just trying to get rid of it. So I offered him £1, and he said yes. He said it's all in there. I've done a check. It's all in there. We had a little while of playing it on Saturday night and Sunday, I believe. And yeah, it's good. It's great. But this isn't for me. This is for Katie because she enjoys Mario more than me. And yeah, that's the Katie present there. But the Saturday car boot at Pennell's wasn't bad. It was alright. I didn't pick a lot up, but I'm going to show you. And then we'll go on to Sunday. So, the next thing I picked up was from a seller. Now, it's the only game I picked up from Saturday car boot, but what a game. In great condition for the Xbox One, I picked up Red Dead Redemption 2 for £3. The seller had it at 4, but I said, will you take 3? And he went, yeah, no problem, he just wanted rid of it. And there's my dog barking. So, I bought Red Dead Redemption. Both discs are there. And there's a receipt for something else in there, but we're not going to look at that. Red Dead Redemption. Pop it on the pile because I'll put them all away later. I'm trying to do an inventory. I've spent this morning sorting out PlayStation 1 games, making a list of, like, I've got a couple with covers missing, instructions missing, and if they're in bad condition, just listing it to replace. I've got one game that I didn't find the disc for, and that was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, but I don't know if I want to pay £7 just for the disc on eBay, so we'll have a think about that, although I'd obviously like to keep my games complete. So the next thing we bought from the Saturday car boot, and like I said, it's not a game, it is gaming related, but there was a seller and she was selling these DVD stands, these lovely metal ones, and I asked her how much she wanted, thinking I was going to end up paying like a £5 for both of them, but I didn't. She only wanted 50p each, and I'm not going to argue at that. So thank you to that lovely lady. I picked these two up for 50p each, and I think I'm going to put my PS4 games in there. I haven't decided yet. I might put something else in there. Aha. Could be a hint towards what's coming. So we'll just pop these out the way, and we'll go on to the next car route. So, weekend of lovely weather, and I got to the car boot 5:30. I met my good friend Stevie T, who I gave a shout out to the other day. Please go and have a look at his channel, Stevie T Films. He picked some great stuff up. He did a vlog last week of his daily trips to cash converters to see what he could pick up. And yeah, it's a good channel. He's a great chap. Give him a like, give him a subscribe. And let's start. Now, I'm doing my best to put these in order, and I'm sure Stevie D will correct me in the comments if I haven't, but we're going to do it this way. So, because it's all my pickups, we'll start with this. So, again, I'm at the car boot. There was a good lad there that we sort of knew, and he was chatting to us, and he was looking at this, but he didn't want it. The game wasn't in it. And I thought, no, I don't want that. The game's not in it, and it's not complete. And I don't think Stevie wants it either. But when she said it was only £1 and I saw it was in the box, I was just like, yeah, all right then, I'll give you £1. And basically, it's the box for Mario Kart Live on the Switch. Now, like I said, the game's not in there. If we open it up, we have lots of map things. But this is what I bought it for. Bought it for this rather heavy little Mario Kart, because I thought Kate would like it. And look, isn't that fantastic? It's got good weight to it. Now, I don't know if you can use it with anything else on the Switch, like the Luigi one, or I believe there's a Yoshi one. But that was only £1, and that's for Kate. So there we go. What a great pickup that was. And let's get into some games, shall we? So, we'll start off with this one. So, I was walking around with Stevie. We looked at some games one of the side sellers had, and I picked this up. Now, I know I didn't have it. I thought it was a little bit scuffed, but the guy insisted it was a little bit of dirt. I paid £1 for it, and that was on the Xbox 360 Classics Project Gotham Racing 3. Now, Gaming Grandad will probably tell me it's not the right disc. I'm not sure if it is, but it's in there, and I haven't got it, so it can go in the collection for now. That was £1, if I didn't say. I'm not arguing over 50p. You know, I like a bargain. We all like a bargain, but you don't always get them. And you know, It's up to you. I wanted the game, so I grabbed it. Anyway, this next game I picked up. Me and the other chap were looking at some games a little bit further on, and he had a couple, and I said, if you don't want that one, I'll have that one. And he went, yeah, all right then, because we sort of split in between us. Another family seller. And I think she was selling them at £3 each, but I only paid £2, and that was on the PlayStation 4. That was Uncharted, the Drake collection. Now there is a little bit of wear on the side, but that's fine. Disc is in there. I think I'm going to enjoy that one. £2 I paid for that. That's fine. And the next one, still wandering around. The seller had this on the table. It was already price marked at £1. So I picked it up on the Xbox One. Doom. It's even got some sort of little instruction sheet in there. Nice condition. £1. Then on to the next one. Now. No, it's not. I thought it was £1. That was £1, but it was part of a £2 sale. Now I also picked these two up. Now the lady had, like I said, them price marked, but she sold me Grand Theft Auto Liberty Cities on the Xbox 360 for 50p. There's no manual. If you've got a manual, give me a shout. 50p I paid for that one, and I paid 50p for Animal Cororo on the DS. I'd never heard of it. It's only 50p. I thought it's all in there. Manual, cartridge. Don't know how common it is, but it was only 50p, so I picked that one up. I haven't picked any DS games up for a while, so you know, it looks interesting. Not sure what we do on it. Looks like some sort of puzzle game, slidey puzzles and all that. By the look of it, I'll just give you a close up of the back up. 50p I paid for that, so yeah, £2 deal. Now, this next one was from a lady. I think she had her daughter with her, and me and Stevie were looking at some PlayStation 1 games, and I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if I had it. I wasn't sure if I wanted to pay what she wanted for it. She said, I'll sell it to you for a £5. Now, usually, if it's in alright condition and complete, then a £5 for a PS1 game all day long is worth it. Well, to me anyway. And I picked up the Crash Bandicoot double pack. Now, the disc was a little bit scuffed. Not badly, but it's a little bit. So I knocked her down to 3. She accepted it. I know, getting home I checked it out and I do actually have this, but I ain't got a manual in mine, so well worth it for the manual. Don't know what I'm doing with that yet. It might go into my trade pile because I'm starting a new trade pile. But I only paid £3 for that, and it's worth that all day long. Just for the case and the manual, it's worth that all day long. And then we're going to get to the last of the car boot now. Like I said, I was talking to another chap with Stevie, and we just done the bottom bit of the car boot. Me and Stevie talked the top part earlier. We just done the bottom, and he gave us a shout as we was walking back up towards the window. He was like, "What's up, mate?" And he goes, "Come over here." Now, normally I don't go to a car booter as they're unpacking because I like to give them a chance to sort the stuff out. But he said, "Yeah, come and have a look. I'm moving some stuff on. Basically, I'm selling this console and these games, and I'll sell the games individually at a £5 each." Now, our friend had his choice of his pickups, which was fine. He got there first, and the guy said it was fine. And I picked a few up, and I knew he'd done the other guy a deal, so I wondered if he'd do me a deal. So I picked up all PlayStation 1 games. Now he was doing it at a fiver, so it's 10, 20, 30, 40 pounds worth of games. Now I offered him 20 because I just thought I'll be a little bit cheeky and see what he did. And he said, oh, I can't do him for less than 30. And I said, I don't think I've got £30 on me, mate, sorry. He went, alright then, if you're having them, I'll do them to you for 25. Because I've been talking to him saying I collect myself and I don't really flip much at all. I keep most of my collection. And yeah, so we paid £25 for these games, and I'm not joking. I'm not going to open these up. I'm just going to show you what they are. They are all immaculate, well looked after, worth every penny I've paid. You can do your CEX valuations. You'll see on there. I've got a brilliant deal. So we'll start off with Ape Escape on PlayStation 1, which I thought I had, but I've been sorting my PlayStation games out and it's not there, so I don't know what's happened to that. Lovely condition, like I said. Alone in the Dark on PlayStation 1. Look at this, not even a crack in the cases. Well, I don't think there is. We'll find out in a minute. Pac-Man World on PlayStation 1. Like I said, these games worth a fiver a piece all day long, so he done me a cracking deal. The Gunslinger shooting game. I love shooting games. I've got PlayStation set up to the CRT in my little room, so I can have a go at this. It's a Western, obviously, Jesse James type sort of game. Brilliant, fiver. The next one, Miss Pac-Man's Maze Madness. I'd never even seen this before, so well pleased to pick that one up. Next one is Siphon Filter 2. Now, if you watch Steve T's video, you'll see he got Siphon Filter 1. Now, I actually picked the wrong one up because I've actually got this game. But what a game it is. Lovely condition. And I wish I picked the other one up. But Siphon Filter 2, I think it might even be better in condition than the one I've got. So I'll pop that one down there. Then we also picked up Tony Hawk Skateboarding on the PlayStation 1. Now, growing up, I had the Dreamcast version of this. I'm glad to have this because I haven't got a Dreamcast anymore, as I told you the other day. So, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1. We'll have to keep an eye out for 2. Hopefully, it will show up. And then the last game, this is I put it the last game in the pile because this was the first one I spotted and I was very tempted, and I love survival horror games, and I'm hoping it's kind of like that. And that's Vampire Hunter D. This took my interest right away, and I wasn't sure if I was going to pick them all up, but I grabbed the bundle, and thank you to the seller. I went back later and thanked him again because I did the rounds again. I thought, I wonder if he's got anything left, but apparently just after me, Stevie and the other guy had been there, somebody went along, picked up his PlayStation 1 that he was selling with him, and all the rest of the game. So I know they've got a stunning deal as well, and so have I. And yeah, what a car boot. It's days like that, after the weekend before, that make it worth going. It was Anguish, not Anguish, but it was Anguish the day before. Searching everywhere, trying to find something, because I wanted to do a video for you. We did do a video. We had some great pickups towards the end of the week, which you can check out in part 1. Just go to underneath this video where you can click on my name, find my videos, and obviously I done it Saturday. So you can go back and check out part 1 of Anguish to Amazement. And yeah, so this is brilliant. What a fantastic weekend. But obviously, it's a fantastic weekend. It doesn't stop now. Now, we go back to instant cash. Obviously, I picked those games up from part 1 of the video. My eldest son picked me up Ratchet and Clank on, I think, the same day. But I also put a deposit down on something else, which I'm going to show you now. I was going to do a 3-parter, but this is going to be a long video, so we're going to do it all. I'm going to say a lot about this. I've been putting it through its paces to make sure it worked. I've done the sign in, I've connected to the internet and everything. Now, I put a £70 deposit down on this, went back and picked up the next day because Katie said to me, Roger, you've got a week off, you know, go and get it, go and play it, enjoy it, have a week of gaming. And I was just like, well, you know, I'm always busy anyway, I'll get the gaming in where I can. But she went, no, there's £150, just you pay the rest, and you know, go buy it and enjoy it. So what did I buy? Now, gaming granddad, you'll be listening to this, and I know you want one, and I'm going to say wholeheartedly, you should get one. The graphical improvement, the sound improvement, make it worth getting. So, I bought this. Are you ready? I bought a Nintendo Switch 2. Oh no, I didn't. I bought a PlayStation 5. Now, I didn't get to testing it till yesterday morning. And I'd set it all up on PSN, which was a total ball ache because it wouldn't sign me in. It even signed me out of my PS4 account. So I've had to do a pass key to be able to access my PSN account on both of them. And, like I said, I bought this. Initially, it was an amazing condition PlayStation 5. And it was like it was brand new. But, after sorting it all out and going to play it, none of the discs would load. So, yesterday, I nipped back, I phoned the guys up, I nipped back in to the shop and said to them, I'm really sorry, I've had to fetch this back to you. I haven't done anything to it, I've only tried to load a game after setting all the internet options. And they put it through the test and everything, asked me if I'd done anything, if I tried anything. I told them I connected to the internet, but it just wouldn't load games up. The screen said, is your disc upside down? No, they weren't upside down. Now luckily, they had another boxed PS5, which is this one. The pad wasn't as good as the one that I had with the other one, so he gave me the other pad, which is fantastic, so that's in brand new condition. And I think I paid £330. Now, the story gets interesting here. I swapped it for this one. So they knocked me £30 off for the other one because it wasn't in as quite good nick. And I said, well, instead of the £30, I'll grab a game instead. So what did I grab? I grabbed Gran Turismo 7. Now, I know £30 for a pre-owned game is a lot of money. But basically, I've got this game for free. I've got my PS5 connected to my TV. I don't know if we can get down to look at it. Oh! We can get down to look at it. I'll just fetch you down. If you can see that, it's lovely condition. Oh, I might have shown you the games. I'm going to show you in a minute. Oh dear. And I can't put my phone back to the stand position now. Right. No. Yes, no. Yes, no. Right, so we're back. I got Gran Turismo 7. Took nearly all day to install the game because it's huge. It goes up to a game, a music game. We've got to complete the track in the music time. I couldn't do it. Kate couldn't do it. But my youngest daughter did. And I tried to do everything it said. But obviously, I'm not that great at it. So I need to get some practice on that. I'm going to just fetch you this way forward a little bit. There we go. There we go. Still there. You can still see the gameplay on the screen. So I got that with the PlayStation 5. But we haven't finished. We're going to do the last of the story now and we'll be over soon. I'm sorry it's such a long video, but I hope you're enjoying it. So obviously, this is my only PS5 game to this point. So, I was going through my PlayStation 3 collection and a few bits and bobs, and there was a lot of filler there for me. Like I said, I cut the collection down. I kept what matters to me. I kept a lot more than I realised that mattered to me. And like I said, I'm swapping out PS3 games for the essential version, so I'll continue to do that. You know. So I took a load of games to CEX, but what did I pick up? So in trading, I picked up RoboCop Rogue City. Now, I like RoboCop. I'm sure this is going to be a brilliant game. I'll pop that there. I picked up Alien Fireteam Elite. Now, I love sci-fi. RoboCop's pretty much sci-fi. What a game. £12 for that one. Now, I know there's no DLC, but after setting up a Gran Turismo 7... Oh, so nothing to me, I'm not sure. I'll keep an eye on the window. After setting up Gran Turismo 7, it's still offered me the chance to do paid DLC, so I'm not complaining like that. It's great. I also picked up Spider-Man Miles Morales. Now, this is still 25 to 30 quid in the shops, and it's 12 quid on the CEX Part Exchange. Like I said, the games I got rid of, there's no meaning there for me. It was mostly army type games, and I knew Chris and my friend Tony Adam. And then I picked up a steelbook, Beyond the Steel Sky. Now, I wasn't expecting to pick this one up, but what a fantastic case. They had a couple of other steelbooks, but I can't. If I'm paying for a steelbook, I want it in nice condition, and it had like wear on top. Now, I understand steelbooks do get metal fatigue, shall we say, but I can't pay 10 to 20 quid for a steelbook that's not in good condition. And I also picked up this for PlayStation 4, The Last Guardian. Now this, I know it's not a PS5 game, has the most beautiful holographic cover. I don't know if that will do it for you. I'm trying not to cover the picture. And that one was only £6 of my trade-in. The trade-in was, I got 50 quid. I took a load of games in. They weren't worth anything. Nobody wanted them. The rest of my half-decent games, I actually sold to Gaming Grandad and Tony. So thank you very much. Tony, you got more than the box can hold, so I've got to change the box up. I did them both a good, well, I hope I've done them both a good deal. You'll find out in the comments. And no, that's not it. There's one last game. If you follow Gaming Grandad, you'll know what I brought him for his birthday. If you follow Gaming Grandad, you know I've been on to him about this game for ages. But I sold the PlayStation 4 version of this, and I found this on my travels yesterday. And that is Terminator Resistance for the PS5. Now, it's a German version, but it's on the PlayStation 5. I've already downloaded it. I've already been playing it to try and get back to where I was. And it plays absolutely perfectly fine in English. That was only £10 there. I didn't want to spend any more money, especially after buying the PlayStation 5. But I had to have it. So pleased with this. Brilliant. So, like I said, we've titled the video From Anguish to Amazement. What a fantastic weekend. I am so pleased. Thank you to my children for everything they gave me. Thank you to Instant Cash for not doubting me on the PlayStation 5, and then also obviously giving me the trade so I got an extra game. Thank you to all of you for following me and liking me. Thank you for Stevie T for accompanying me on the car boot, and you know, he let me have a lot of first choice on things, and I'm not worried about that. If you want something and it means something to you, you've got first choice, Stevie. Just don't worry. I know you suffer a little bit from your dyslexia, but you don't have to apologise to me. It's fine. You know, you're fine. You're a brilliant chap. And we're going to end the video on that point. Shout outs to Andy and his gaming madness. Tony Tech Pal, Gaming Grandad, Crazy Burger, Stevie T Films, The Holster, Dell's Bin Boot, no, that's Chris Bin Boot Picking, and Dell's Handheld Games. Thank you to all new subscribers. Please subscribe, please like, please follow me by ringing the bell. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you want to know anything about anything I picked up today, let me know. I've got to go through PlayStation games. Obviously, like I said, I've got that Crash Bandicoot thing that's going to the pile. Like I said, I'm absolutely blown away. What a fantastic weekend. I don't think I'm going to be doing a video for you this Friday because I've got nothing else to show you. So, I will see you a week on Friday probably, unless I do a short, or maybe I will find something. But I'll see you a week on Friday. Thank you again. Have a great week. Enjoy the beautiful weather. Keep it retro. Keep playing those games. And I'll see you soon. Thank you.